Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This is adoption update number 5. Probably thinking, wow, how many adoption updates can there be? Well, there's a lot of paperwork and we did a lot of it in chunks. And today we got the last piece of paper that we needed to get. And it was actually the most time consuming and the one that cost us the most money and the one that we had to go the farthest to get. So here in the Philippines, they like to know if your home country, if you're not a Filipino, if your home country is okay with you adopting from their country, which is a good thing to think about. But in the US, it is not a country-wide decision whether a child can be adopted from a certain country. The individual states make that choice of, oh yeah, we'll let you adopt this child from this country or that country. And a lot of times countries say, yeah, sure, adopt a child. You know, that's your doing. You're the one that's going to take care of it. You're the one that's going to provide for it. So anyways, with the Philippines wanting to know whether we had that permission or not, they require a affidavit or a form or a piece of paper from the U.S. saying, hey, these people have permission to adopt. Well, since the U.S. doesn't do that, we needed a piece of paper from the U.S. saying, hey, we don't do that for this and this and this reason. And us as American citizens write essentially kind of like a letter to say, yes, the U.S. doesn't do this, but we have gone through the steps to follow the adoption process. We're following the law. We're doing what we're supposed to. We've gone to the U.S. Embassy. We've gotten that permission, and they said that's not their doings, and that we need to do it this way. And we've done all the other paperwork. Anyways, so it's a piece of paper that it's letterhead from the U.S. Embassy that we have to go and get, and then we have to get it notarized, and yeah. So where's the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines? It's in Manila. We are located in Davao, okay? Manila's on another island. And so we had to get on a plane. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, okay? We left around a little bit after 5. Come to find out, we could have slept in a little longer. But anyways, so the plane left at like 7:20. We get there. We land at 9. We don't really get off the plane until 9:10. We're supposed to be at the embassy at 10. The plane landed at 9. We didn't really get off the plane until 9:10, and we needed to be at the embassy at 10:30. Usually, Manila traffic is insane, crazy. Like you don't wish that kind of traffic on your worst enemy. Okay, it's usually awful. But we've been praying, okay, Lord, we're doing this. If you really want us to do this, please go before us. Help this to all work out. And so I'm looking at the time. We get out off the plane. We didn't have any baggage or anything with us. We didn't have to deal with that. And so we get outside, and my thought is, we need to go. So we need to get in a taxi as fast as we can. I made one of the number one foreigner mistakes, and that is there are taxis. Sorry, I was going crazy. There are taxis right outside the airport, but those taxis can charge you exuberant amounts of money because they see, oh, that person's white, or oh, that person's in a hurry, so they might be okay with paying this price. Yeah, we paid way too much for that first taxi. Let's just say it was over $20. And so that was not a good choice, but we got through that, got to the embassy, got there early, and then we got to where we needed to be. We had to wait a little bit, And then when we got to the window, the lady's like, oh, I'm not exactly for sure how this works. So she went back and talked to her other people, and Dan filled out the first one. And then we get to the other window, and the lady's like, oh, are you adopting this child by yourself? Or, do you have a spouse? And I was like, hi, I have a spouse. And she's like, oh, you both need to fill this out together. Have both your names on it and everything. So fortunately, they only made us pay for one document, but that one document was $50. Fun stuff. And then we both signed the document, got that done, got it with the, what's it called? Got it sealed and everything, and then we left the embassy. Oh, going back. Once we got to the embassy, they made us, we went through metal detectors, they checked all our bags, they took away our phones, all of any electronics we had. Thomas says hi!
Yeah.
I have a Fitbit Versa, and they made me take that off. And then I had bubble gum in my purse, which I like bubble gum. And they took it away and threw it away. So it's kind of a sad moment. But anyways, we got through the embassy really well. The process went well. Thomas's babysitter made sure that he got to school and took really good care of him today. And so, go Daddy. Go Daddy. Yeah. Okay. And so, got all that done, and then we had the plan of we're just gonna go straight back to the airport. We don't know how long it's gonna take to get there. We know when our flight leaves. We didn't want to be in a hurry, or we didn't want to be late or any of that. So we get to the airport, and since we don't have any bags or anything to check in, we're flying through things, which I don't remember what that's like, because every time we go to the airport we have a ton of stuff, and so it's just so much. But since we didn't have a lot, we had time to eat. We do not have a Wendy's in Davao, and so Daniel was excited to eat at Wendy's. I really wanted to eat Subway because we don't have a Subway in Davao, but I couldn't find it. So I settled for another restaurant that I like here, which is called Army Navy. They have really good tacos that I like. So I got that, and then we walked around a little bit, went to our gates, and then got on the airplane, and the airplane sat and sat and sat. I think we sat there for a half hour to 45 minutes. Fortunately, we eventually took off. Daniel had a good book that he was into. I was just tired, so then the flight seemed longer. Then we landed, and we had to pay a small fee for parking our motorcycle at the airport, but it wasn't bad. Then we picked up our motorcycle, and then we decided that we were going to take the last document that we had to the Social Services, or DSWD, which is what they call it here. So we dropped that off, and we're like, here, take it. This is the last thing. We are done. So we're done. We've done everything on our end so far until we get the child. Now once we get the child, we'll have to get a lawyer and go through the court process of adopting the child, and then we'll have to get their Philippine passport and their U.S. passport and visas and things, and we'll make them a U.S. citizen eventually. So it's all a process, and I think Thomas is excited to be home, have us home, and we're excited to be home and just hang out. So this has been Adoption Update number 5. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.